Hello everyone and welcome into today's video where we are checking out the graph which I've covered previously on my channel. We will be checking some very interesting new partnerships and also price charts towards the end. So if you like these updates about all different crypto projects, definitely smash the thumbs up, and if not, you can let me know down in the comments below what would you like to see next, and let's get into the video. So starting here, we have a very interesting statistic from actually beginning of May, where the graph surpassed 20 billion queries in April, where the Web 3.0 usage reached new all-time high. So we can see down here in this graph with daily query volumes from January 2020 to May 2021, so over a year we can see a steady rise in this trend, but not just in the past couple of months where there was a huge boom with altcoins, but also all the way back to the previous year of 2020 we can see start of this very substantial increase of daily query volumes. And for the past year, between May 2020 and April 2021, there were over 110 billion queries processed on the Graph's hosted service. So that's a very large number. Probably these days it's a bit down again, like we could see here, maybe a bit more because there is the decline of altcoins in the last month or so, but we are still well in the hundreds of millions queries per day. Interesting thing to know that majority of these query volumes by vertical is taken by DeFi, where we have, for example, NFTs taking just 2.5% of the query volumes, or other quite major features like DAOs, cross-chain services, wallet and payments, scalability, etc., taking a very small amount here, but the main part is taken by the DeFi. And also an important thing to note about the graph is that the graph is actively migrating the subgraphs over to the mainnet. So that means that they will be decentralized after they complete this migration. And for the building on the mainnet, they have over 6,500 delegators, 2,000 curators, and more than 170 indexers, enabling smooth migration. So we've covered all of these terms in the first overview video, which is in the top right hand corner, so feel free to check it out. And moving on, we have these new partnerships and integrations in the past couple of months, pretty much the past 6 months or so, because Graph has been working, it seems, very hard with the aim to integrate more projects. So we can see that apart from the Ethereum and IPFS blockchains, they are also adding support to the layer 1 blockchains like Polkadot, Near, Solana and Cello. So they are really opening this indexing ecosystem. And also another layer 1 blockchain is the Phantom blockchain, which has been adding and is now live on the graph. But also apart from these layer 1 solutions, we have also support for the layer 2 solutions for the side chains of Ethereum, for example, like this Polygon, formerly called Matic network, and also Radical and Arbitrum, which is a layer 2 rollup. And apart from these layer 1 and layer 2 solutions, we have also these consumer grade dApps, which are decentralized application running on decentralized infrastructure with the query fees flowing on the Graph network. And these are a little bit less known, but there is a large number of them, and I imagine they will only keep on adding those new dApps. Also, we have this interesting partnership with Scalar, which is a scalable microtransaction solution for fast and cheap GRT query fees in the Graph network. So that's a very nice addition to the Graph network. And finally, we have those first 10 subgraphs migrating to the decentralized network, so to the Graph's mainnet, which was at the end of April. So I can imagine now these days they are preparing even more of these subgraphs to migrate towards the mainnet, and this would mean that all those protocols, all those hosted services will be decentralized after this migration. So we can see the Graph team is working really hard all the time, and that's what I wanted to cover in this news section. And now let's switch to the price chart where we can check out a bit more price action of GRT, which has been on a pretty steady decline for the past couple of months. We can see that from the all-time highs in the middle of February we are down almost 80% now. At first it was just going a little bit sideways, but then there was this huge sell-off in the middle of May of Bitcoin and crypto in general. And also lately the China's Bitcoin mining station ban didn't help at all as well, so we can see more decline of the price. But we are getting closer to those levels of support from the launch of this token, where there should be quite a big support in this range. However, what I want to show you is this ratio of GRT to Ethereum, where we can see quite an interesting thing, and that is this line of support down over here, towards which the price has steadily declined over the past couple of months, but now it seems that there is a very solid support here and it is just going sideways at the moment. So this could be very interesting for the future development of the price of GRT in US dollars. Because if the price of Ethereum would start to rise a little bit up again, I think we could expect, because of this quite a strong support down over here, we could also expect a steady rise of GRT along with the Ethereum because of this support down over here. However, there is still a risk that if there is a sudden spike in price of Ethereum, if Ethereum would go up very rapidly in a short period of time, I don't think the GRT would hold up and go up with it, but rather I think it would break the support and continue lower, which would be really going towards the all-time lows actually. However, for this moment, also because of this momentum indicator down over here of this MACD, we can see that this is rising a little bit, so that's a bit of a divergence in comparison to this decline in price. So I think there is still interest in GRT and we could expect some at least sideways motion and maybe slight increase of the price. However, going back to the GRT in relation to the US dollar, we can see that here are some very defined price channels trending down, so that means there is more resistance for the upside. So the GRT would have to overcome those resistances first in order to start a new bull run like we could have seen down here in January 2021. So until then it will do similar moves as the rest of the altcoin market. And also, as I mentioned, this altcoin season index in the previous video, we are getting out of the altcoin season, which means the altcoins will be doing smaller moves and Bitcoin will become more prominent in the near future if this ratio will keep going down. And this is pretty much what I wanted to cover in this video, so I hope you enjoyed this one. If so, please make sure to smash the like button to help this channel out in the YouTube algorithm to reach more people. I really appreciate that. And also, if you haven't already, you can subscribe for more future crypto content to come on this channel. With this, I thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!